The first thing we'll go through here is sponsorships. The three sponsorships which we need to run the football club. The first one, I'd like to call out Paul McDonald from behind the bar. The wee cap, just to say thanks very much for So along with the support of Paul and Marty McDonald, we sponsor the first team, so it's very much appreciated, lads. Thanks very much. Unfortunately, Michelle couldn't come today, who's the sponsors of the second team, Future Focus Financial. Michelle and Gabby always ask me for any sponsorship they should just come forward, so again we'll be reaching out next year to them. As I said, it's much appreciated for the second team. So we'll have our away kit that's supposed between the first team and the second team on match days. Our own second team manager sitting here, Owen, and the second team player back in together and come up and says we'll sponsor it. So thanks very much.
Alright lads, just before I start the presentation, just want to say a few thank yous actually. First of all to my coaching team, Lee, Gary.
You're welcome.
Brian.
Good lads.
Well, you so good, man.
Patrick.
So lads, just big thanks to the guys who were there through all the training sessions and all the matches. On the lane with me, doing all the work. Really appreciate it, lads, and that we round of applause for it. So I also want to say thanks to the guys. They're not here, but you know the guys that looked after the pitch all year. You know the work that they did to get the pitch ready for some of the games. The work that they did to get the pitch unready for some games. But like, you know, the guys that sit down the hut, you know, Frank here, Marty and them, all, it's like unbelievable. And that's you know the spirit of this club. That's the kind of thing that really means something special. And that's why we want to do well for those guys and the rest of the people involved. Also want to thank the senior committee, Paul, Beaver, and the other Paul behind the bar. For all the support they've given us as a first team management team throughout the year. I have to say, anything I asked for, well, not anything, but almost everything that I asked for was sorted straight away. And it was brilliant, I have to say, very supportive in some tricky times, maybe towards the end of the season and what have you, but it's much appreciated. And I also want to say something about this big man here, Jared and Rory, wherever he is, where is he? He's over there. Best dressed man of the day. Best dressed man of the day.
Thanks, you dick.
And look, it's sometimes like being the first team manager, the second team manager, it can be a bit tricky. Let's be honest, we didn't agree on absolutely everything, but at the end of the day, we're friends. We shook hands and we have a beer together, and that's what it's all about. But I want to say from me, well done to the lads in the second team coaching team, because see in December and January out there when it was fucking -12 it felt like, they were there coaching the teams and all them nights throughout the year and all the games, you know, with big respect. See when you put that sort of effort in and you get a bit of a return on a trophy, it's fucking brilliant. And it's brilliant for the club as well. You know, the second team win the trophy, win the league title, it's not easy. So, big round of applause. Okay, and just before we move on to the actual presentation, I just want to say a big thanks to the players for the first team. unbelievable. First half of the season was absolutely fantastic. I think we all know what happened from Christmas onwards: injuries, suspensions, availability, fitness. But at the same time, I like to look back at some of the games and the results and the way we played, and it was unbelievable football game. So that's the good thing about football, is you can start again, new season, fresh start, and we'll reset, and that's what we want to do. And look, we'll have a meeting before we start pre-season training. We'll go through some of the issues. I'm going to make some changes in how we do things, and we'll talk about all that, but that's for another day. So we'll get on with the presentation. Okay, so we'll have Patrick Mechanical up to present the first transfer. So just being worried about the recipient of this trophy, I have to say, I hinted at it there, the second part of the season was really, really tough for us. But the players, all unavailable. There was a few guys stepped up, and fair play to them, stepped up, they were training every day, and they were playing they were available for every game on Saturday. And this lad here started off, Dana and the rest of the team were going, I'm not sure where he's going to be a player or not here, but see, as the season went on, it was getting better and better and better. See, by the end of the season, you can see this lad has huge potential for this club and for the first team squad. So we're really looking forward to seeing how he continues on progressing this year. And look, it was a difficult, recently a period of time for this kid too. And the Colin Valley family wrapped their arms around him, and that's there, that support and that love is there for you, kid. So we'll have Keelan Markey up to receive the most improved player of the season.
Walker was all right this season. Most of prayer, Brandon Hoffman.
Okay, so next trophy up is for the first team, and it's Pop Goal Scorer. So it's Dean McMahon, Dean McMahon's going to present it. So, as just be word on this player here, it's not too difficult to work out who it is, but I have to say, when I was talking earlier about the situation with the players' availability, that was a massive loss for us whenever this player got injured. Wasn't available for a good chunk of the season, and we really missed that goal threat. But I think 17 goals in a season where you miss probably a good couple of months. So, everybody, big round of applause for Keelan Gorman.
Scored 3 seasons in a row. He probably scored the most goals this club's ever seen. He's an absolute ball in front of goal. Fred Murray. So, come on the air. Something that we always look at for, it doesn't necessarily have to be a player. Someone thinks last year was Martin Fennell for the effort and time he puts in. Sorry, Martin was 2 years ago for the opening up the pitch and sorting all the pitch and all out and things like that there behind the scenes that people don't see. Last year was Dee Rules for what he done for the senior teams last year. Obviously going unrecognised until last year, we were McClub Man of the Year. So You don't need it necessarily to be playing football to be involved in this award. And again, he hasn't shown in, which I'm really surprised at. But I texted him earlier and I can't get his team meeting, so he can't come along. So Club Man of the Year for everything that he's done for this year is sorry, Paddy, you need more Carter, so. Yeah. Stay off my ears, no matter.
You get a free drink for getting the award, he says. The key is the true one.
Paddy, you're on. Okay, next award, first team young player of the season. And this player, you may
He's young.
I think, is he a young player? Because he looks old and he's been playing for a long time. But I have to say, what happened when the first team's coaching team were getting together to pick these awards? It was very clear. This player was right up there, challenging for player of the year and everything else, and very consistent throughout the whole year. I have to say, like some players, different parts of the year, very consistent. And it's hard to believe that he is in that bracket because you just feel like he's a senior player and he's so good. But the first team young player of the season goes to Kieran Fake. Barry, do you want to present us?
Yeah, he's going to go do that shit for the most
Hey lads, young player here for the reserves. He's trying to leave the club and he stayed and he had an unbelievable season. His work rate's amazing. And we love him at the team. Paul Gorman.
He's older than me.
Alright, Paul, well done, son. I'm just checking the pen here, Paul, you're all good. Okay, next one up. Goal of the season, I have to say, this took a lot of time to decide between the coaching team, honestly it did. Because there were some really good goals. But it was good to see, even the order last week, it was good to see this lad getting a trophy because he got up for goal of the season, but he could have easily got up for leadership within the first team squad. And the way he speaks, the way he conducts himself, he's a fantastic example to younger players. And he's a great role model, and he's a really important part of this club. So, goal of the season goes to Anto Moana. First goal against Palace. Top corner, right on, 3 points to back for Anto. So, it's a bit of a top
Anto.
Fresh our mates, second last game of the season, Tuesday night. Be on there, the back page, last 10 seconds of the game, the name of the fucking worry, the race Nazis.
Well done, this kid. Brilliant, lads. So the next one is Players Player of the Year. So we had obviously went out to all the players and got their votes in, and it was not close at all, to be fair. Okay, so this player actually has been, unbelievable. he thinks, he thinks he's a midfielder, but I don't think he's a midfielder. I don't think anybody else thinks he's a midfielder.
I am a midfielder, right?
He's the best centre half in this league, and about 5 leagues above this league. So, training every fucking night he's there. He gives 100% in every single thing that he does, and he sets the standards. Steve Morelli.
Really, lads? There, the top one, and there, enjoying the season, so it was. This boy clear breath of fresh air since he gave us love this season.
You're welcome.
And the main, you can see there's least goals in the whole league. It was down to this man on his back line. 8 Colin.
Alright, so we have a technical issue here with the slides, but let's not worry too much about that. So the next, by the way, beautiful, lovely. Come on, help us out for a few things, but very well. Thank you, Dave. So, Player of the Year is an award that's picked by the management team. So the 5 coaches in the first team get together and pick this player. And like, what can you say about this player in terms of consistency, commitment, dedication, and setting standards and holding people to account for not living up to those standards is amazing. So the player of the year for the first team is Sean Morelli, the captain. Everyone thank him.
Hey lads, Player of the Year was pretty easy this year. This boy's been so consistent for 3 years now since he played for the club. An award he never received. He's fucking unbelievable, and I hope he recovers and comes back one day. Graham Murray.
Okay, now just before I sit down, I just want to say a very big thanks on behalf of Dean and myself for the welcome and to keep us coming into the club. You know, I have to say, Colin Valley isn't just a football team, it's a community. And the thing that really surprised me when I Dean and myself came in was all the stuff that's going on. We thought it was just a football team, but it's not. It's like a hub. It's a community, there's so many things, the darts, the football, all the things, people coming in after the games, it's amazing. So I have to say, we have really enjoyed that. And we really appreciate the support that we've got from the committee, all the guys, like the volunteers, all the people, the ways, everybody, you know, all the stuff, you know. And a big shout out to Stephen's missus and Kieran's missus for coming tonight. Like, wow, come on, this is a standard, guys. You need to bring your partners here. I obviously brought my partner here, I bring him to all my functions, so, but I just wanted to say thanks. We're really enjoying it, and we'll hope next year we can bring the results that really merits the investment in us to the community. So, thanks very much.